Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, guys. Celtic Warband here, and today I'm bringing you a short 2 vs 2 Total War Rome 2 battle. So this game is a little bit unique for a couple of reasons. The first one being is that there's no Rome in this, which is hard to find. In Total War Rome 2, everybody wants to play as Rome. And the second is the tactics that are used that I just found really impressive, so that's why I'm going to be uploading this video. It's only 9 minutes, but it's still awesome nonetheless. So I am playing as the Suebians. It was pretty low money. I think it was 11,400, and the Suebians are really cost effective. You can bring a lot of troops for little money. So I've got 4 units of these longbow hunters here. So they look pretty awesome. Just crouch down, ready to attack. And then I believe I have, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units of these hex bearers. So they're an all-female unit, and they look really awesome. Like this chick here, she's pretty heavily armored. So I've got that, and then in the back I've got 4 units of berserkers. These guys are capped to 4 per army, and they are deadly. So they are pretty awesome. And then I've got my general's bodyguard up here. He's a sword master unit, and I've got 3 units of riders of the hunt. My ally over here, he is playing as the Nervii tribe. So he's got in the front, he has 5 units of these fierce swords. He's got some Levy Freemen, some Oathsworn, I think 2 units of them. He's got some Mighty Horse, 3 units, and a Noble Horse. And he's got 4 units of Celtic Slingers. So not a bad army comp there. The Tylis player, he's got a couple units of Tribal Warriors. Looks like 3 units of them. And then some Gallo-Thracian infantry. So they're pretty awesome. And it's got some Celtic Warriors here, 3 units, Celtic Slingers, Spear Warriors, Gallo-Thracian Infantry, and more Tribal Warriors over here. And he brought 4 units of these raiding horsemen, so they're like a skirmish cav. And he's got a unit of Oathsworn in the middle. The Lusitani player, he's got 3 units of the Iberian Slingers, 4 units of Scutari Cavalry, sorry. And then he's got 4 units of Iberian Swordsmen and 5 units of Veteran Shield Warriors. And he's got a 2 units of Lusitani Noble with the General. So yeah, let's start this battle. So right off the bat, as soon as the battle starts, the Lusitani player and I both have the same idea. We want to conquer this hill. We want to get the high ground. So I'm pushing forwards with my horses. But you can see that he is doing the exact same thing, pushing his horses onto the hill. And you can see this here. I did not notice this, but he actually has some Vanguard deployed units here. So he had some Lusitani guerrillas, I believe 2 units of them. This is not much, but this was enough to really, really throw me off. So I respond right away by pushing some of my hex bearers over. And he's already getting some shots off on my, I was going to say men, but they're women, aren't they? So good play here. I totally forgot that the Lusitanis can actually bring Vanguard deployable units. Oh, just wrecking my hex bearers here with that charge. Nice charge there. So I am funneling more and more of my infantry into this front over here. You can see my ally is reacting. He's going to try and send over some of his horses. I want to pull my horses back because I don't think they're as good as the Scutari Cavalry, but he catches me. So really good play right now. I'm really scrambling. I was kind of shocked. I was ready to kind of line up on this hill here to face the Lusitanis, and now I've had to funnel almost half of my force over here just to deal with this nuisance. So well done to the Lusitani player there. So the battle, it just went off like a firecracker. You can see nice rear charge from the Scutari Cavalry on my hex bearers. You can see that my archers are already breaking from the cav. I'm trying to pull them out of there. So yeah, this is not looking good for us. My ally here is going to get some good rear charges, though, trying to lock in the Scutari cavalry and the guerrillas from escaping. And he's bringing over some more of his units here to try to pin them down. But good teamwork from the enemy side, too. The Tylis player moving up his raiding horsemen, which are really doing a number on my men. And at this point, I'm just like, okay, I've got to engage. I'm going to have to send my berserkers into the front lines. So they are charging in. Crashing into the front lines there. These guerrilla warriors are really good, though. They have like a berserker mode, which really destroys a lot of enemy infantry. But they can actually go berserk, funnily enough, because they're berserkers, just like the elephants. So you lose control of them and they just go into like this frenzied attack. So if you have other units nearby, they will get killed by your own men, which is an interesting feature. So yeah, really good job by the Lusitani player. Probably cutting down, you know, at least 200 or 250 of my men. So that really put me at a disadvantage. There you go, you can see this berserker unit is out of control. Try to get some zoom-ins here of the fighting. A lot of yellow on the ground, but unfortunately not enough. A lot of my men have just been wiped out. Good play there. I was shocked. And you can see the Tylis player and the Nervii player are kind of, you know, setting up their battle lines for the attack. But the Lusitani player is obviously winning on this side. I was quite impressed. Quite impressed. Got some tribal warriors moving up against my berserkers here. Got some hex bearers in the mix as well. Just crazy. Yeah, so you can see I'm pretty much down to my general now. A lot of these units have already broken. These guys are just going crazy over here. So we take a look at the tactical map here. So you can see that my flank is just pretty much buckled under the Lusitani push. The battle line for the Nervii and Tylis is underway, but Lusitani, you can see that he's pushing all of his swordsmen in behind to try to take out the archers and get some rear charges. Yeah, you can see here he is moving forwards his men. Get a couple of shots here of Tylis and Nervii duking it out. It's funny, too, because Tylis, I don't know a lot of history about them, but I do know that they were kind of like a pirate faction. And with that being said, I'm kind of surprised at how heavily armored they are. You'd think they'd be a little more scrappy. But, yeah, there you go. You can see that my army has been pretty much completely wiped out. It's just my general fighting now. Fighting bravely. And he's wavering. He is out of there. So yeah, excellent, excellent play. Never underestimate the element of surprise. The Lusitani player, he was like, sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. And I believe that because if I had been expecting that and had lined up like my archers ready to go just in case he had Vanguard deployed, the battle may have gone completely differently. But the problem was I was caught completely by surprise, and that gave him, you know, 30 seconds to a minute to deploy all of his forces the way he wanted, and by the time he engaged, my troops were just scattered. It was insane. So yeah, we're just cleaning up the rest of the battle here. The Nervii player did fight bravely, but unfortunately I failed him in destroying enough of the Lusitani player to ensure victory. So now it's kind of a 2 versus 1. It's a little bit framey. I don't exactly know why. I'll have to take a look at some of my PC settings because there's not that many people on the battlefield, but shouldn't be that bad. But yeah, I've got 1 unit over here that I'm trying to pull back. These poor Oathsworn are outflanked. All the troops moving forwards. Yeah, so you can see that this flank is buckled under the double weight of the Lusitani Tylis. General is breaking. It's not going to be too much longer. They held as best as they could. And I think that's it. Mass break. And I think I have 1 unit over here that I managed to break these veteran shield warriors, but I couldn't do anything with them because they were out of control. But I think as soon as they stabilize, they start to waver. There's only 4 of them. And that's it. So costly enemy victory, so even though the enemy has won, it has cost them dearly to dead litter the field. So we'll end the replay here, kind of show you the stats. So my infantry did really well. Like, these Hexbearers not that good, but these Berserkers did well. And my archers doing okay. Sexy Sam here as Nervii. His horses did really well. His fierce swords did really well. His Oathsworn doing well, but of course they would. The Tylis player, Weekday, which I think maybe was Weekday. His horse is doing excellent. A lot of his troops doing well, and his tribal warriors doing really well. And Thundishka as the Lusitani. His horse is doing well. Here's the guerrillas. They pulled their weight. It was really the element of surprise that made it, and their veteran shield warriors doing awesome. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this quick episode, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content from Rome 2. Be sure to like my Facebook page and Instagram page because I may upload some of the screenshots that I got from today's battle. And as always, I will see you in the next one.